Hello, this is JJCCubes42, and today I'm going to show you my automated boathouse. Now, I did not design this boathouse. It was not my idea. I took the idea of Ethos Lab, and I liked his idea so much that I decided I was going to build it myself and just do it slightly differently, same concept, but I'm sure they're not 100% the same. So thank you, Ethos Lab, for your great idea. So now I'll kind of show you around. Now, I built it almost the same way that he did. Mine's probably not as good in some ways and a little bit better in others. First, I'll just give you the most basic demonstration. Press a button for boat. And when you press the button, oh, there comes your boat. Okay, so, oh crap. Okay. So, then after you go do your business, whatever you're doing in your boat, you bring it back and you put it in the return, which I have not perfected yet, because sometimes the boat breaks when I put it through there. Sorry about that. Okay, now this indicator light indicates whether the boats that you put in it get stored or shredded. When the system gets full of boats, when it can't hold any more, this light will turn off and they will go and be destroyed, and the resources will be returned to you through here. This light indicates whether or not a boat is available, and if I press this button, you'll see it blink for a second while the boats shift through the storage place. And this lever I can flip to make the boats get shredded even if there is room for them to be held in the storage room. And you'll see the light goes off when I flip that switch. So I'll show you what happens when they get shredded. And once again, this is basically the same machine that Ethos Lab has built. I just, did my own version of it. This is one thing that isn't as good as his. He has a very nice setup for the boats that you load into the station. So if we go inside here, we can see what happens when you shred a boat. Any second now. There we go. The boat gets destroyed and the resources are returned to you. Okay, sorry about that. I had a important phone call to answer. So yeah, then you get the resources from the return. And if I flip this switch back on, then they'll be stored again. Now, let us dispense a boat, and then we will ride it down and see where it goes. Now, for some reason, I can't figure out why. Whenever I ride a boat through the system into the storage room, it always breaks when it arrives there. I don't know why that happens, but it does. So, let's go down in there. We'll ride this boat through here. We go down here. Taking a ride, going down this way. And here's the storage room, in which this boat's gonna break, probably. Oh. And the boats, they neatly file into this system that was originally designed by Ethos Lab. Now how this works is, with the wiring, the door will not open unless the cell in front of it is empty. So this door will not open unless that one has no boat in it, because there's a pressure plate right there. Yeah, and that's just repeated for all of them, so they file in exactly like this. I'll show you the wiring very quickly. This is very, very confusing to understand, even for me. I barely pulled it off. Here's the pressure plate, and it goes to this gate. This gate, actually. It connects here so that no matter what this input is from the pressure plate behind it, it will always be negative output. And that goes up to the door, which is right above this. And I just repeated that a bunch of times. Now, this system has an automatic shut off so that when it's full, the junction that controls where the boats go automatically switches it so the boats all get shredded. And this is one improvement that I had from Ethos Lab's design, is that I'm pretty sure on his design the junction would switch every time the last pressure plate was depressed, but on my design the junction is controlled by the last two pressure plates, and it only switches when they are both positive. And that prevents the junction from switching when the system isn't actually full. And you know, the only time that they will be simultaneously depressed, the only time the pressure plates will be simultaneously depressed is when the system is completely full. And this is just vertical circuitry that leads up to the junction. I'll briefly show you some of the other wiring. And then I'll demonstrate how the junction switches when you fill it up. Oh, and also if there's no boats ready, then the indicator light up top will switch to tell you that. Here's the exit. There's a little path you can walk through to, you know, service it. There's this room. Okay, so this torch right here leads to the door that controls the junction. There it is. When this door is open, the boats are able to fall through and go down this path, but when it closes, I'll just do it manually. When it does that, the boats will hit the top of the door and go the other way. So this input right here is from the override lever, and this input over here is from the gate from the storage room, and both of them control the door. This gate is for the indicator light. I have it set up so that if either of these is on, it will tell you that the boats are being shredded. And this was very difficult to get all of this in here. So this is the water elevator that the boats go up to get shredded. We'll go get some boats and fill it up so you can see it switches off. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we fill it up. Now, one other flaw that I have with this is that when it fills up, it takes about 25 seconds for the machine to react and switch the doors. That's simply because of the time it takes for the boats to get to the storage station. I'm not sure what I can do about that. The delay from the redstone is only a second or two, but what can you do? I think that was 3. General rule of thumb I use is wait until the door closes to put another boat through. I lost count. I think this is 6. Okay, that should top it off. 7, yeah. So in a few seconds here, you'll see this light turn off because the system is full. It can't hold any more boats, and so any more boats put in will be shredded. Like I said, the machine takes a while to react. There it goes. So now I'll show you, when I haven't switched anything, this boat will now be shredded. And we will see that. It's all the wires that go down. Yep. So the machine does work quite well. Again, kudos to Ethos Lab for this great idea. And see, I don't really know what else to say about this. I guess I'll show you the wiring again, just to demonstrate what happens to the door. See, now this input is on from the last 2 pressure plates being depressed simultaneously. Switching that off, shutting the door, and rerouting all the boats to their shredder. Oh, looks like I overstocked it by 1. But you get the idea. We can see that these 2 inputs are now on because the pressure plates are depressed, and so that activates this, sends a signal up to the junction. And I guess the last thing I'll show you is the actual junction itself. One thing very important to the design of this machine is that you use signs to stop the water and not ladders. Ladders will snag on the side of the boats. But you also need ladders whenever the boats are going downward. Otherwise they won't fall properly. Oh wait. Okay, so here's where the boats go. And you see I have these ladders here so it falls. Now when a boat falls through here, currently the junction is switched, so it will go to the shredder. See, the doors open, so that means thanks to Notch for increasing the water power so I can't move. Yeah, here's the junction. If this door is open, boats will go over there. If it's closed, they would go through there to the storage room, which is this way. The shredder is this way. We would go up to the shredder up there. So I hope you guys like my machine. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get through here, so I'm just gonna Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe.